Okay, Billy. Stop drinking out of
Just
Jason's glass.
Let me know when we're on.
We're on the air.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Postcards from Lowell. Yes, Postcards from Lowell. And we show you that one gladly. That was given to me from Chris Susie and Megan Jones.
Yeah.
This is my Justin glass. Everything's better in it. This was my hot coffee earlier, but I got to yakking, and it's not hot anymore. But it's still delicious.
And for those of you who know Bill, he can get to yakking very easily.
That message was brought to you by our director, Marianne.
Of course.
And this postcards from Lowell.com. Tell all your friends it's on there. We're trying to build the viewership. The Lowell sign is from my sister Joni. Thank you, Joni, the phony. Hello, the phone. Not Joni the phony. Joni the phony. Giver. Call back. And that's it. So, and we also have the lady phone over here. I don't know what Chad is. He's supposed to give me that thing, Marianne. Give me that. No. Oh, there you are. Jeez.
Hey, now it's
how come
official.
you're late?
I was filling my glass.
Which glass is that?
This glass.
Oh, that is beautiful. What does that say? I think you're going to bring it closer
Lowell.
to the camera.
It
That
says
is
National
a fabulous
Historic-
glass.
Former home of Bill.
National
FHB.
Historic
That's the only
Park.
reason they made it a historic park. Like Bill
Pretty
walks
much.
around here.
They said Betty Davis, yeah, Jack Kerouac, yeah,
Meh.
Paul Saunders, yeah, yeah, you know, a bunch of Ed McMahon, yeah. Bill Cooper is from here. Yeah, let's make it a national
Yes, sir.
hysterical site.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, Johnny.
Oh, yes,
Johnny,
sir.
that was a good one. Have some Alpo.
Well, you wanted to settle the debate about whether Ed McMahon actually delivered the Publishers Clearinghouse winner. Did he ever do that?
All I know is this.
There's a lot of controversy about it.
Let me give you a true fact.
Yeah.
Everyone in the country got one of those.
Yes.
And if you moved yesterday, you would get one to the new address. He knew before the post office knew where you lived. I don't know how he did that, but I had 3 decades in the post office, and we could not come close to beating him as far as forwarding mail.
Delivering the mail.
It was just bang. I'm telling you, if you move a day later, the first thing you got was Ed McMahon's picture in the Publishers Clearinghouse.
The first piece of mail at your new address.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
always
yeah.
it.
You know, my favorite part was when you filled it out, you had all the stamps of the different prizes you could choose from, the 3 different kinds of Jaguars, the colors,
Yeah.
And you could peel the stamps off and put them on there.
I always
That was
put the
my
wrong
favorite
color
part.
Jaguar because someone won the one I wanted, I always picked the wrong color.
How cool is that?
Yeah, so that was Ed McMahon. Did I ever tell you he grew up in Lowell? He was actually born in Detroit, which is fine. Another good.
Oh,
great.
sorry, I had to catch all that name dropping. Jeez, Bill.
Do I do that?
A little bit.
Oh, okay, good. I've been working on it. I'm glad it shows.
Carol says hi, Joan says hi,
Carol,
and Steve
Joan.
Ellis is watching.
Steve Ellis.
And we'll see you on Sunday. See you
You're
on
going to be
Sunday,
on our
Steve.
finals Savannah at
Savannah at
Night
Night.
show.
Oh, yeah.
And
With his wife, Beth.
Beth Logan,
That's right.
thank you, director, and Chad Carvel and I were going to be saying goodbye to my radio show after 4 years, 3 months, and we loved it, and it was, we're going to miss it.
We're going to miss it.
We're going to miss it. Anyway, Steve, you're going to have a great time, and please tell Beth that. And Carol,
Just in class.
this cold coffee tastes delicious.
Bobby Bogle says hello.
Hi,
Bobby Bobo, guess what? He was born. Did I mention name dropping?
I
Lowell, yes, good guess.
was going to say Chelmsford.
No, he was born in Lowell. They don't have a hospital still in Chelmsford. So.
Yeah.
I made it. Hi to all, he says.
Yep.
Did
Hey,
you tell
Bobby.
your postcard
Hi to
from Lowell?
Suzanne.
Did you tell your postcard from Lowell?
No.
No, I haven't had time to. You keep interrupting me.
Sorry about that.
No. My postcard from Lowell. The only thing I can think of is, I told you the story, my first 2-wheel bike.
Yeah.
The second day I had it, I wanted to see how far I could go with my eyes shut. And when I opened them, there was a bumper that far from my bike, and I had pedaled. It was one of these miracle, and missed it. I don't know how I didn't fall over, how I didn't hit it.
It was a miracle.
It was wonderful. But before that, and I had to graduate to a 2-wheeler. Before that, I had it wasn't a tricycle. It was like a big boy's 3-wheeler.
Oh, yeah.
It was a giant wheel in the front and
But metal, though, right?
2 in the back. All metal.
Yeah.
Everything was metal then. Everything was steel. I mean, the steel was dirt cheap, and everything was steel.
That's why they had to come up with the tetanus shot.
I used to pedal that thing up and down Robin Street in Lowell. Wham, 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 wham. Then one probably Christmas or something, I got a 2-wheeler. And my father says, "Now, that doesn't have training wheels." I don't even know what training wheels were. A bicycle with 2 wheels. He said, "I'm going to have to help you with it.
Yeah.
Because you'll fall off." He didn't help me long. I caught on right away. I got the neck. But I don't even think I ever fell on it. I just, I might have leaned a bit, put my foot down, but I was tall. I was still tall then.
Nice.
And anyway, so the other one, it was like, I loved that bike, and all of a sudden, ta-ta, see ya, bye-bye. I don't care what you do with it. And knowing my father, he stored it in the barn till we moved, then stored it up in the attic of the other house.
Yeah.
And that's the house he lived in when he died. It might have still been in the attic.
No, I know what happened to it.
Oh, you know? Oh.
Yeah, Joni took it and put it in a yard sale.
No. Joni wasn't in that business then. Anyway, Joni, welcome to Carol. We love you.
And Joni says, "Hello, I was born in Lowell."
That's right. The only difference is I admit it. I love my little time in Lowell. You were born there, right?
Yeah.
Paul, all your siblings were born there, and you. We were all born there.
Listen, Bill.
However, only 3 of us, Richard, Sandra, and I, lived in Lowell.
Yes, so they were born at the hospital.
I'm not saying that's not important that you were born there, Joni. That is the most important thing.
You didn't get no street cred.
There is, but you get no street cred.
So listen, Bill.
Yeah, go ahead, fire away.
Did you know soup could fly?
I heard pigs could.
Well, this was a chicken soup.
Oh, no, what happened? Wait a minute. The other day, you were over in Lewis, our buddy Lewis.
Yeah.
And had some of my swell chicken soup.
It was amazing, Bill.
It was good.
Truly good soup.
And you know me, I don't brag. But
it was so special,
tell them again.
It could fly. Bill,
so how did it fly?
Your chicken soup is so delicious.
Oh, yeah, but
what? You started without me?
Lewis.
You started without me.
Look,
What's
Lewis,
this all about?
right here, Lewis.
I've been waiting forever.
Yeah, Lewis.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lewis Clausey.
Yay! The gang's all here.
Yes.
The gang's all
I was about
here.
to explain to Bill how magical, how truly magical Bill's soup is.
Oh, I think you had another eyewitness?
Yes.
So all I know is I gave you guys some soup to bring home.
Yes.
Mine was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, it was a good thing we had it while we were eating here, but the soup we were going to take home, I'm afraid, it flew.
Tell me how soup flies.
Picture this. Glossy's driving.
Picture it.
I'm in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
We stop.
Okay.
He recognizes a friend.
Yeah.
Friend's got some bags. So we're like, "Hey, friend, get in the car. We'll give you a ride home." Happens to be a lady. And what does Chad do?
A gentlemanly
that
thing.
he is.
A gentlemanly thing.
Gets out of the car, gallon of soup in hand, puts the soup on the top of the car.
Hold on a second. Stop right there. I'm starting to guess how the soup flew.
Well, let me just tell you, it's way more incredible than you could even imagine.
Okay.
Okay? As Lewis can attest. So, we pick up this lady, friend of Lewis's. He gets out, he puts
Which one? There's hundreds.
Well, we're gonna leave the names out to protect the innocent.
Oh yeah, we have to.
Of the innocent. She had nothing to do with it except.
Okay, well.
You were a gentleman. You were fantastic.
So,
lighthearted.
They proceed to get her stuff in the car, and then she immediately hops in the back seat. I'm like, oh, well, I was going to let her have the front, as any gentleman would do.
Jumped out with his soup and put it on the roof, looking to help with her bags.
So I get back in the car. We proceed to turn the corner. No problem. We proceed all the way to Victory Drive from here, which, as you know, is about 5 blocks.
A busy
10 blocks.
4-lane road.
Yeah, a busy 4-lane road. The light changes. Lewis appropriately puts on his brakes. There goes the soup.
Flying soup.
And when it hit the red light,
That's the miraculous part.
like it was.
There was carrot pieces in the bushes on either side of the street. I'm like, how did a brake? He just broke. He just pressed the brakes, and the soup flew up.
Went flying.
I'm like, we defied gravity. I don't know what you put in the soup. Maybe you put thyme or tarragon. I don't know what's in there, but it was magical. You need the recipe so people can throw soup and watch it fly.
No. That is far too good to throw anywhere. This was an accident. I'm not blaming anyone.
I think
there's a butt
I
coming.
know. I'm not blaming anyone.
I think it would be fair to blame the person who we helped.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Obviously, she
I'm
is
going
an
to
idiot.
agree with him with that.
I mean, she was having a bad time, but you know what? We changed her whole night that night because one, her friend Lewis picked her up and gave her a ride. Two, she witnessed something never seen in the history of soup.
And how did she handle it when it flew?
She roared with laughter.
It was like,
Did you see that soup fly?
It was like a whole dispersion of its own in the back seat. She was so humored by the whole thing.
And she's an artist, so what? She's like, I'm gonna draw a comic of this. I'm gonna draw a picture of this. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I'm like, that's great. I'll be hungry tomorrow.
So you should paint the picture, flying soup.
No, she's going to do that.
Yeah.
The least she can do for laughing at my tragedy.
I mean, and then not even
It was
take.
Chad's tragedy.
No, Todd. Because that was for Todd.
Todd didn't need the soup.
And he doesn't watch this show, so he'll never know
He'll
about
never
it.
know.
Yeah, so
Hey,
we're
Todd.
coming.
No soup for you.
No soup for you. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks.
I'm not gonna be the soup Nazi. I won't deprive anyone of soup.
Well, anyway, so that's why you were late today.
Yeah, I'm still mourning the loss of the delicious chicken soup.
You know, it's funny, when you have a wild story like that, and someone to back it up,
Yeah.
it takes the wildness out of it. Now I know it's a fact. If you come in and said that, I'd say, what really happened? You ate it, you didn't tell them, you nuked it, and ate it all before you went to bed. So what really happened?
Well, now I know why they put those the stoplights on swivels in case they get hit by soup.
To me, I thought it was amazing how it managed to get everywhere except on the car.
No,
Yeah.
it literally flew off of the car.
I mean,
I have a feeling.
there was chicken broth everywhere except on the car.
I said, Mary Ann, Lewis sent us a car wash. What was that about?
His friend will take care of it.
Yeah,
It was quite an experience.
Fats will take care of
Oh, Fats will take care of it, not to worry.
Great laughter.
I've been instructed not to mention
Fats.
anymore.
it. And that didn't help.
Or his relatives who may or may not
The
be
last comedy show at the VFW, you said I can't mention his name, and then you did. It's like calling attention. Fire away.
I was instructed that if I just paid my dues to a certain organization, which may or may not do concrete business, that I'd be fine. I assume I'm fine.
Yep, you're in good shape.
Thank you.
Not to worry.
I'm not
Just
worried.
keep yourself on the right path.
Hidden under my bed, yes.
Hey, Bill,
Yes,
going
yes.
back to the soup, the flying soup.
Yeah.
You just had a really good one about David Letterman, was it?
Yeah.
Johnny
Oh, yeah,
Cassidy.
David was talking. I said, I can understand it. That happened to me one time with a thermos. It happened to my son. He's bringing me a lasagna someone
People
made for me.
forget.
And that fell off his motorcycle
Yeah.
and got run over by someone who did it intentionally.
That guy.
He saw it fly off, and he goes, yee, and goes right towards it, and boom, killed my lasagna.
That's ridiculous.
I never saw my thermos again. I bet you, though, that was a good thermos. I bet you if I find it, that coffee is still warm.
Oh, the liner was probably.
That was about 50 years ago. I bet you that coffee is still warm. That was a good thermos.
That is a good thermos.
So anyway, so David Letterman one time, he was out in California, and his show was from New York.
Yeah.
And he's out in California for some reason or something. So that he filmed for his show, him in a convertible. I believe he was driving the convertible, and someone else was with him. And so they're driving through Hollywood and Burbank, wherever they were, right?
Let's say
down
Jerry
the street
Seinfeld.
slow. And they're waving to people. And people are yelling, look, look! What he had done was he got two, they looked like paper bags, but I guess they were heavy plastic or something, and cemented to the trunk of the convertible. And it looked like 2 bags of food on the trunk. And they're yelling, hey, yeah, I'm David, how you doing? No, yeah, I'm David, really? No, yes, I'm David, you know.
You know, he started his working career as a bag boy.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every year he'd have they'd have a competition.
Oh, the fastest baggers?
Fastest baggers, yeah. He would try to do it because he used to do it when he was a kid.
Who didn't? Did you ever work in a supermarket?
They called me Super Bag Boy at the Kroger. I'm not going to say the real.
No, don't say Kroger. Go ahead.
It wasn't. It was Albertsons.
Okay, don't say it. Then don't say Albertsons.
I mean, a local IGA store.
Star Market.
Star Market.
I worked at Alexander's in Lowell.
That's awesome.
And, well, it wasn't. The store down the street,
What?
I got $1 an hour, which was the minimum
That's a
wage.
lot.
Which was the minimum wage. They couldn't pay me less if they wanted to. But my friend worked a couple blocks away at the First National store that was union.
Wow.
He got $1.25 an hour.
A union grocery store job?
A 25% more than I got.
Wow.
Yeah, it was union. Yeah, the supermarkets were union. Everything was union up north.
When I started, it was $3.25.
You're not as old as I.
Yeah.
You don't have the wisdom yet.
That's true.
You have a lot of knowledge.
But I mean,
Very little wisdom.
since it,
Tiny wisdom. Hard to find your wisdom. It is so
but if you use your teeth,
minuscule.
if you use your teeth, if you use your teeth, you can pull it out.
Yeah. I don't even think it's toothable. It's just no wisdom. No wisdom, Chad.
You called me out, Bill. You got me this time.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
I'm not.
So I'm going to go back to the soup just for a minute.
Oh, anytime.
Joni says the soup was on the coop. Or the soup. Or
And
the
Joan
soup.
is on the phone.
Or the soup flew the coop.
Oh, look it.
The soup flew.
Hey, that
soup,
worked.
sure.
We got the lighting instead of that's Joni on the phone.
Hey, Joni!
Hey, we love you. Soup on the coop, foam on the Joan.
The flew the coop.
And of course, she's one of our favorites.
Yes. Hey, Joni. What?
We're going to see.
I can't say that on the air. No, I know how he is. I just can't say it.
And he still has those pictures you sent him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that. No, I wouldn't send those to anybody else.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, listen, Joan, we're not going to tell anyone either. Ever.
I won't. I promise.
Bye.
Bye, Joni.
So we're going to see Joni in a couple
she's
of
coming,
weeks.
right?
She's coming
But we
for a
can't tell anyone.
visit.
Oh.
Well, it's too late now.
I know.
It's ruined.
Ruined. R-O-O-N-E-D. Ruined.
Kelly Jones is on, and she says, "Happy fall, y'all."
Oh, yeah. I smell the
You
fall in the air.
can't, Kelly, you're in Bedford. You cannot say y'all anymore. It's you all.
No,
Two words. It's you all. It's two.
It's settled. We don't have to deal with pronouns of any kind.
What?
We just call
Who said
everyone
it?
y'all. Y'all want to go to the store? We don't have to worry about any pronouns. You just say y'all.
I love y'all.
Yeah.
And someone from the South says it. But
Up in
she
Massachusetts.
left the South. She went up north. She's about 17 miles from Lowell. And you got to stop saying y'all. I'm telling you, they won't be able to take your order. You go to a sub shop and say, give me a beer, and I want a sub with a lot of stuff on it. You all got that? And they'll say, no. Time out. What the hell's a y'all?
It's you all.
She says she's learning. And
Don't
Bobby
give up, Kelly.
Bovo says, "Remember Purity Supreme? They were the Teamsters.
There you go.
Yeah, Purity Supreme.
Yeah, and that's another one. He put them out of business. I put Alexander's out of business.
And the Market Basket. Jones and the Market Basket.
Market Basket.
That was the one that had a strike several years ago. But that's
was
another
nationwide
story.
News. That's a story for another nationwide news.
Yeah.
The owner was a great guy, but he was owned it with his family, and they booted him out.
Uh-oh.
This guy knew everyone and they had a bunch of stores. He would walk in. It was like their grandfather. Treated him. What, you got a problem? They got rid of him. The family booted them out. Well, the shoppers found out, and they not only didn't go to his store, until they got him back. They went to neighboring stores and hung the receipts on the window.
Oh, wow.
This made national news. All over the windows of their stores. No one's going in. No one's going in, and you could see the camera would go in there. The shelves were empty. They weren't even reordering because no one was buying anything.
Oh.
And all they do
The
is
truckers backed them up. The truckers would not cross the picket line.
Yep.
It
And
was
this was not a union.
raised
This was not a union shop.
Yeah.
They
Everybody
did this.
backed them up.
They did that. They backed the workers. The workers walked out, and the customers
Unbelievable.
backed them, and
Yep.
they had to bring him back.
Yeah. People power is...
That's what it is, because everyone lost. When
The
they
customers
got
would
rid of it.
return
They get greedy.
and bring their receipts and tape them
Yeah.
on the
That's
front.
hilarious.
That's just a great story.
Yeah.
Where, you know, again, the right thing finally was done.
William Buckingham is watching.
Hey, but...
Hey, Willem, how you going? Swell first name.
And Kelly says those massholes straightened her out about her talking.
Miriam, where did you learn to talk like
Kelly said it
that?
first.
You didn't talk like that till you met Chad.
Masshole.
That's my soul.
My soul.
That's my soul.
My soul.
Anyway, it's been a fun, we're just about there, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Anything-
Lewis just like came in and left.
Was he here?
He's doing a
I
project.
mean, that was so
He
fast.
was my witness for the soup.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a place in heaven with soup in it now.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. We love you. Marianne, our director.
Thank you, Marianne.
She doesn't get on camera much, but
I'm right here in my seat.
She sets everything up and she makes it work and keeps track of the time and tells us 1 minute.
Yeah, and remember, if you're going to give up your seat to a lady, don't bother. She'll ruin your soup.
Anyway, thanks, Kelly. We love it too. We're
I'm
gonna
still emotional about it.
have the same program, same time next week. Stay tuned, kiddos.
Bye.
We
Bye,
love
everybody.
ya.
Love ya.